Welcome back to Soilsage Chronicles, fellow gardeners. If there's one gardening practice I would recommend to absolutely anyone, whether you're tending a balcony container garden, a suburban backyard plot, or a large homestead, it's this: use wood chips as mulch. Wood chips are often overlooked, sometimes misunderstood, and occasionally even feared because of myths around them stealing nitrogen. But let me tell you, after years of trial, observation, and learning from both traditional gardeners and permaculture enthusiasts, I can confidently say this: wood chips are one of the most powerful tools you can add to your garden. Today, we're digging deep into why every gardener should use wood chips for mulch, how they transform soil health, and how you can start using them effectively. This isn't theory, this is hands-in-the-dirt experience that you can take straight to your garden. If you've been following Soilsage Chronicles, you already know our mantra: healthy soil equals healthy plants. Everything in the garden, from vibrant vegetables to thriving perennials, starts with what's happening beneath the surface. Here's where wood chips shine. Unlike synthetic fertilizers or short-lived garden hacks, wood chips work with nature. They protect soil, nurture life underground, and build fertility over time. Think of them not just as mulch, but as a long-term investment into the health of your garden's ecosystem. One of the first things you'll notice when you mulch with wood chips is how much longer your soil stays moist. Instead of watering every single day in summer, you'll stretch that to every few days, sometimes even longer if your soil is healthy and shaded. Wood chips act like a natural blanket. They slow evaporation, shield the soil from the scorching sun, and prevent raindrops from compacting the surface. Your plants get consistent moisture instead of stressful wet-dry cycles. This is especially vital for crops like tomatoes, cucumbers, or leafy greens, which are quick to wilt under stress. And here's a personal note. In my own garden, switching to wood chips cut my watering time almost in half during hot months. That gave me more time to actually enjoy my garden instead of feeling like its servant. Let's be honest, no one loves weeding. While some weeds can be beneficial, too many can choke out your crops and steal nutrients. Wood chips help keep that in check. A thick layer of chips around 3 to 4 inches blocks sunlight from reaching weed seeds, reducing their germination. And the few weeds that do manage to poke through, they're much easier to pull because the soil underneath stays loose and moist. Think of it this way: instead of spending your energy constantly fighting weeds, you're letting mulch do the heavy lifting, freeing you up for the fun parts of gardening. This is where wood chips move from being, just mulch to being true soil builders. As they slowly break down, wood chips feed fungi, bacteria, and a whole host of organisms living in your soil. Unlike compost, which is already finished, wood chips break down gradually over time. This creates a slow-release system that nurtures soil life year after year. The fungal networks that thrive in wood-rich environments are especially important for perennial plants, fruit trees, and even vegetables. If you've ever noticed white threads running through old wood chips, that's fungal mycelium at work. Those threads connect plant roots, transfer nutrients, and improve resilience. In short, you're not just mulching, you're creating an underground support system for your plants. Gardens live and die by temperature swings. In summer, exposed soil bakes in the sun. In winter, bare ground loses precious heat. Wood chips act as insulation, helping maintain a more stable soil temperature. In hot weather, they keep the soil cool, protecting delicate roots from overheating. In cold seasons, they act like a thermal buffer, keeping roots a little warmer and helping soil organisms stay active longer. I've dug into soil in mid-January and found it still alive and crumbly under a thick mulch of chips. That's the magic of this natural insulation. It extends your soil's productivity far beyond the growing season. One of the most damaging things to soil is exposure. Rain, wind, and sun all degrade topsoil when it's left bare. Rain can cause erosion and compaction. Sun can bake the surface into a hard crust. Wind can carry your precious topsoil away. Wood chips shield your soil from all of this. They act as a protective skin, preventing compaction and erosion. When you walk on mulched beds, the chips absorb the pressure, sparing the delicate soil structure beneath. Over time, this builds softer, more crumbly soil that roots can easily penetrate. Now let's tackle the elephant in the garden. You may have heard people warn that wood chips steal nitrogen from your soil. Here's the truth. Wood chips only tie up nitrogen where they touch the soil directly, mainly at the very top layer. This doesn't affect deeper soil where plant roots are feeding. To avoid any issues, don't mix fresh chips into your soil. Simply lay them on top as mulch. The decomposition will actually enrich your soil in the long run, not deplete it. If you want extra peace of mind, sprinkle a little compost or grass clippings under your chips to balance things out. Another reason I love wood chips, they're often free. Many tree service companies are happy to drop off a truckload of chips at no cost because it saves them disposal fees. That means you can cover large areas without spending a dime. On top of being budget-friendly, you're recycling a natural byproduct that would otherwise go to waste. It's a sustainable practice that keeps resources in your local ecosystem and reduces the need for synthetic inputs. Here's the real beauty. Wood chips aren't just about short-term convenience. They're about building soil fertility that compounds over time. Each season, as chips break down, they add organic matter to your soil. Your garden gets darker, richer, and more alive. Instead of constantly feeding your garden from the outside, you're creating a self-sustaining cycle where the soil feeds itself. This is the foundation of regenerative gardening, and it's why wood chips have become a cornerstone in my own garden philosophy. If you're ready to get started, here's my advice. First, spread a layer 3 to 4 inches thick around your plants, leaving a small gap around stems to prevent rot. Use them around vegetables, fruit trees, perennials, and even in pathways. Refresh the layer each year as the chips break down. Pair them with compost for an even bigger boost to soil life. Over time, you'll notice your soil becoming darker, moister, and honestly, just easier to work with. Your plants will look healthier, and you'll spend less time weeding and watering and more time harvesting and enjoying. At Soilsage Chronicles, we're all about gardening smarter, not harder. Wood chips are one of the simplest yet most transformative tools any gardener can use. They save water, suppress weeds, build soil health, regulate temperature, and foster a thriving underground ecosystem. So if you're not already mulching with wood chips, this is your sign to start. Trust me, your garden will thank you season after season. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Soilsage Chronicles, hit that like button, and share this article with a fellow gardener. Together, we can spread the wisdom of building healthier soil and growing gardens that truly thrive.